banished from Earth Classic Game Room broadcasts from the Intergalactic Space Arcade on its never-ending mission to review everything. Welcome to Classic Game Room for a wonderful review of a horrible game. This is Double Dragon 3 for the Game Boy, published by Acclaim. Why is it so bad? Well, let's find out together. Share the pain. You know there could be trouble ahead when this is the first thing that you see when you fire up a game. Acclaim. Oh, there's like an 85% chance the game is going to be horrible. The odds are not in your favor. Double Dragon 3 for the Game Boy easily, comfortably fits within that 85%. It's terrible. Maybe it's better if we play it on the old school Game Boy. That way we won't really be able to see how awful it is, right? No, you can still feel it. It's pretty bad. Admittedly, I didn't expect very much from this, because Double Dragon 3, the Rosetta Stone for Sega Genesis, is so bad that it's good. The problem is that on the Game Boy, it's so bad that it's just really bad. For starters, we don't have the amazing Sega Genesis music. Also, the game just plays like crap. It's slow, it's cumbersome, and there's terrible hit detection. You also really need 3 buttons to play Double Dragon 3, and the Game Boy only has 2 buttons. One to punch, one to kick. And if you press them both together, sometimes, about 50% of the time, he'll jump. And jumping is really the only way you can survive in Double Dragon 3. So, the fact that it doesn't work well is kind of a problem. They should have done what they did for Ultraman. Just make the start button the jump button. I mean, that wasn't very good either, but it's better than this. Alright, well, I've been a Double Dragon fan since the NES days, so let's give this game one more chance on the Super Game Boy, which, admittedly, is the best way to enjoy Double Dragon 3 on the Game Boy, but let's take into account that by enjoy, I simply mean the least worst. It's not a great game. In no way, shape, or form is this good. You can play 1 or 2 player, I guess that's kind of interesting, but for the most part it's just clunky, cumbersome, awkward, and not very well made. And, all those things combined mean just pass on this version. There's way better Game Boy games out there, and far better Double Dragon games as well. But that doesn't stop me from giving a huge Classic Game Room shout out and thank you to Athanasios in Athens, Greece, for sending this to the show, along with a bunch of other Game Boy games, many of which are really good. Others are Double Dragon 3. In conclusion, what's most disappointing about Double Dragon 3 on the Game Boy is not that it's a bad game, it doesn't play well, it doesn't look very good. It's that they forgot to include the most essential part of all, the BJ theme. Where's the BJ theme? What good is a game without a BJ theme? For Billy and Jimmy. Jimmy, yes, watch my review of Double Dragon on the Neo Geo CD to get that one, but seriously, every game should have a BJ theme. Even The Legend of Zelda. Hey, what's up, Zelda? Cue the BJ theme, because it's time to play Double Dragon 3 on the Sega Genesis. What?